GK, did you just come out recently?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Well, obviously online I've been like, yeah, I'd slept with girls or whatever as well, but I'd only dated men.
Right.
And then it was by accident that I found Ella. It was a mutual friend. And then I really liked her first day I met her, but I'd never told my parents. So one day I'd mentioned, oh, I'm just going to go see my friend Ella, or I'm just staying around Ella's. So they'd heard her name, and then they came down to visit me at my house, and Ella was there. They were speaking to her, and then we got in the car because I was dropping them to the train station. They were like, who is Ella? And I was like, it's my girlfriend. And they were like, oh, cool. And they just love her. I've never had an issue with it. But I've always known, my parents have always said, to be fair, I feel like the closet may have been glass, but they've always said, whoever you end up with, we do not care, girl, boy, whatever, as long as they're not a dick.
All you ever want is for your kids to be happy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it's with.
I've always wanted to be really liked.
Did you have a good time at school?
God, no.
No.
Goodness me.
Terrible.
To be honest with you, at school, I was really clapped. Like, I was really lanky, this white, before I knew what spray tans were. And obviously this white is fine, but it's quite white. Buck, teeth, gap. So when I went to school, I started getting like shit, and I used to watch the box sets of Miranda to learn how to be funny.
Yeah, there you go.
So when I'd go into school, I could have my funniness.
Pretty much every funny person has developed it as a defence mechanism to protect themselves at school.
Yeah. But do you know what's funny? The first thing I want to do when I come out here is check my name on Twitter.
No!
Yeah, the first thing I want to do is do that.
Don't do it.
I know, it's bad.
I feel very protective towards Grace. I think it's because she's like the age of, you know, she could be one of my daughters. And she's sort of very open about how she goes looking for negative comments, which, you know, it just blows my mind.
So would you search for yourself in the press?
Not in the press, no. But on like Twitter or Tattle, I'll be like, what?
But like, would you go into a crowded bar and like full of people you don't know and go up to them and go, excuse me, what do you think about me?
No, never.
And you never would. So why would you do it on...
I just find, I don't know, I just am so intrigued.
People can just literally sit at their kitchen table and send absolute bile to somebody that, quite frankly, does not deserve it. When I started doing telly, like back in the day, no social media, nothing, it was heaven. Because if they wanted to complain about you, they had to really, really have a complaint. Because A, they'd have to find the phone number, then they'd have to ring them up, then she would have to type up a report going, Mrs. Scroggins of Newcastle thinks Jane Moore's wrong, blah, 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 and then it would come over on, like, fax in the morning to the show.
Process.
But now they can just go from the comfort of their home.
I envy Jane saying, you know, back in her day, camels were roaming, that you'd have to phone up to make a complaint, which, to be honest with you, most people wouldn't be bothered to do. So, do you know what? Take me back to Jane's day. I miss it. I wasn't born.
There's a great quote I heard, right? And it was like, I could shrink myself to be more digestible for you, but actually I'm just going to be myself and let you choke.
Yeah! Let them choke! That's it.
Wow. So channel that next time you decide to look at the comments.